Dear conference organizers, dear speakers, dear colleagues, I feel very privileged to do the presentation of my paper before such great audience. I thank you for giving me the opportunity. In this case, I take the opportunity to present and underline the main points of my paper with the hope that it will raise your interest in the audition in to write this paper when it gets published. My paper, by which I participate the conference, is called "The Media Impact and the Policies for Encouraging the Employment of Certain Social Groups." As seen from the title, the paper deals with employment geographically in Macedonia, being then specified in the employment of specific social categories or groups and the role of the media in improving and reducing the employment rate of this specific group. For the needs of the paper, the combined methodologies used being followed with the descriptive and comparative methods. This study aims to investigate and highlights how the media affect individuals' employment, as well the policies which affect the encouragement of certain social groups during employment. It has been verified that in this case of Macedonia, like in media other countries, the media plays a very important role and they have a positive impact of the approach of certain social groups in social media. And this is due to the exclusive use of different social networks. Paper further goes with the structural employment is one of the biggest problems in the field of employment, and it presents the most difficult type to resolve. Paper further defines an important things named as social problems, which are divided based on three major groups, which are 1. Social problems related to social development. 2. Social problems related to the divisions and social problems related to natural disasters. With the paper, there are explained and discussed the vulnerable groups going further with the factors which influence the endangered groups. Here the pastel instrument has helped a lot, which contains of political factors, economic factors, social factors, technological factors, ecological factors, and legal factors. Paper says that to solve the problems associated to the employment of such group is not enough at agencies their published recognition. There is a need for active policies for their employment, intervention in the legal, regulatory, and tax policy, credit policy, and a series of education. And adversaries of the very great just to make the paper and its finding more important are the classified development by OSC in 5 sets of measures of joint people, employment, subjects, and measures for groups with a difficult employment factors. The very important part of the paper is material present on Chapter 3.1 of the paper named Policies to Promote the Employment of Certain Social Groups, a case with the Republic of North Macedonia. Here the analysis of the national strategy is named according to which the main challenges in the Republic of North Macedonia in the field of poverty and social injury are inadequate direction of social endangered groups, the difficult access of endangered groups in the labor market, insufficient involvement of the local government in projects for social inclusion, insufficient development of personal service that covers some endangered groups, incomplete harmonization between central and local government in social protection, inadequate presence of published work at the local level, for people that can hardly get involved in the labor market. Undefined level of the minimum wage. Underdeveloped social ventures. Paper is compiled and strategized with the discretion and the data analysis by which efforts were made to buy description and the data analysis produce paper which is useful for academic debate and for practical use in the government departments in Macedonia. Finally, in the form of the electronic presentation, some part of conclusion will be mentioned and this effort falls. Now almost all Asians have access to the internet and various social networks in which we can find employment for the work. Different competitions in both the public and private sector job vacancies for certain social groups. Through the use of social media, in the very easy to ask a certain job because now everyone has access to the internet and can be informed about vaccinations and the duration of the job. The media thus positive affect the lives of the scientists of certain social groups who need a job. The media has positive affect the lawyers of systems and certain social groups who need a job either in the private or public sector. The vulnerable groups, marginalized groups, social vulnerable groups, excluded social groups, all these groups have little difference between all dimensions from the aspect of employment opportunities in the cases. They are groups that seriously or in no way have accessory success in the labor market. These groups are excused to certain social problems, risk, stress, weakness, and because of this situation, their social has a great responsibility towards them where specific measures and methods might be applied in all stress of social life. Thank you very much.